Thank you, Mr President. My question is to the Minister for Agriculture in her capacity and also her capacity representing the Police Minister. During the debate on the Terrorism and Other Legislation Amendment Bill, the Minister for Police said that the government would consider providing an exemption for mandatory gun club membership to primary producers, farmers, those employed in vertebrate pest animal control, very remote licence holders and employees using a firearm in the course of their employment. Minister, what steps have you taken to secure this exemption for farmers, and can you guarantee it will be in place before the mandatory gun club membership provision is commenced?
The Honourable Tara Moriarty.
Thank you, Mr President, and I thank the member for the question. Congratulations on becoming, or you were, but being an Assistant Minister for Agriculture in the new regime. I think that makes you one of 6 shadows for me. I had 1 before, now I've got 6. Congratulations to the opposition. I do, in relation to this question,
Order.
Which has been asked in my capacity and also representing the Minister for Police. I'll engage with the Minister for Police on the work that she is doing, because this is her legislation, so the technicalities or the details of that question in relation to what she is doing in relation to preparing the detail of this, I will take on notice and come back to the House. What I can say is that this government recalled the Parliament following a terror attack on Bondi Beach, where innocent victims, the Jewish community, were targeted and murdered on Bondi Beach late last year, and we recalled this Parliament to take decisive action to deal with gun laws in New South Wales. It was a very important thing for this government to do, and the Parliament passed that legislation late last year to make sure that we've got better protections in place for our community. That is what the community expects us to do. Now, in relation to this question, it rightly asks, there are also complications and other uses for how we use guns and allow guns to be used in New South Wales. They are used by primary producers and farmers for pest control, for animal welfare issues, and we have ensured that while we're putting limits in place for gun ownership of 4 guns in New South Wales, we have allowed for consideration for the need for farmers to be able to have more than that limit, and so they can have 10 guns on there as a licence holder to deal with these issues. That is considering the very important needs of primary producers in New South Wales to deal with pests.
Minister's time has expired. The Honourable Scott Barrett.
Thank you, Minister. Look, I don't think it's a big shock to know that most farmers don't want to join gun clubs, nor do they need to learn how to be safe with their guns and not be terrorists like we saw at Bondi. And you would know that if there was any sort of consultation, a tiny bit of consultation around this legislation that could have been expected. So can you please work with the Police Minister and fix that? And perhaps while you're at it, Minister, can you and the Police Minister look into the removal of unusable war guns licensed to the Kempsey Macleay RSL Sub-Branch Museum? They complied with all requirements, addressed inspection issues and repeatedly sought re-inspection, but because of police delays and who also confused the sub-branch with the RSL, these treasured relics were confiscated. It seems like this government is not managing guns well at all, and it's no wonder regional New South Wales is up in arms about your new laws. Will the Minister intervene to ensure this matter is reviewed and resolved urgently for the Kempsey Macleay RSL Sub-Branch Museum?
The Honourable Tara Moriarty.
Thank you, Mr President, and I thank the member for the ongoing discussion in relation to gun law reform here in New South Wales. In relation to the specifics about Kempsey, the situation in Kempsey, I'll take that on notice. I'm not sure of the arrangements that have been put in place there, but I'm happy to come back and see what has happened and come back to the member and to the House. And what I would say is we have considered, as we have dealt with as a government, the serious need for gun law reform in New South Wales in response to a terror event on Bondi Beach where innocent people were murdered. The community expected us to take action to better protect the people of New South Wales. We are doing that. We did that by installing gun law reform in New South Wales. But at the same time, we are very mindful of the fact that primary producers are different to other gun users and need access to weapons as part of the work that they do with pest control, and we have accommodated that. I've met with New South Wales farmers. I'll continue to talk to New South Wales farmers about their needs.